Guys, I just completed another courageous project where I automated my clients most of the manual works with OpenClaw. So let me show you the works what I did. So the client's goal was to like create 7 agent for his daily work. I mean, to automate his everyday's works. For example, as you can see, Apollo, Socrates, Orion, Dinero, and Stackwell, Livingston, Scott. So all of they have different works. For example, Stackwell. So he research investments. So I mean, every day he research the market where he can invest his money, and he research everything. And at a certain time, he just give him a list the today's best options. And Dinero, he does the like best job search. He does the job search for the client where he can apply for jobs based on his own criteria. And Apollo, yeah, he helped him with SAP data governance and migration, so he helps with him. So the client already made all of these agents with another freelancer, but he was having problem. I mean, he couldn't complete the project completely. That's why he wanted me to like review the project. And when I went to like give it a look to the project, I saw everything was messy. He couldn't like structure the project. He couldn't do anything properly. So I gave him a like roadmap, and then he appreciated to me, and he wanted to hire me. That's why then this is why we were working in this project. So here's the main problems he faced with this project. He was running multiple OpenClaw agents on his Mac Mini, but he was having problem with like losing context. And I mean, his OpenClaw was like working strangely. You know, OpenClaw is same as like ChatGPT. Whenever a new session came out, he couldn't say anything about the previous session. So he wanted me to solve this problem. So this is why he hired me. Also, he wanted all of his agents will be isolated. That means no one will have any context about others' agent, and he wanted the projects must need to be like very structured, and so that it can improve itself. Though he didn't want it to make it self-improving, but I did it. Okay, as you can see, my Obsidian actually before starting any project, I prefer organizing everything on an Obsidian file so that I can view the project requirement. I mean, I made like a strategy before starting a project. So as you can see, here's the visual roadmap I made, and I like updated whenever I completed a stage. For example, the first stage was like creating all of the 7 agents. So first stage I created all of these 7 agents, and the second stage I have integrated QMD search so that it can search through everything, and I could use built-in memory search engine. But since you wanted to use Obsidian, if you don't know what QMD is like a Google's mini version what lives inside in your computer. This is why instead of using default memory search, we have used QMD. And there's a problem with default memory search. You need an API for the memory search engine, but QMD is open source. You can use it on your computer. You don't have to pay a single dollars for the QMD search. I mean for the search engine. So the second stage was to, as in the second stage, we have integrated Obsidian, and his goal was to make it isolated. I mean, every memory must need to be isolated, and yep, you wanted me to like add multiple LLM models. And in the first stage, I have reviews. I mean, I completed all the agent setup, and I made it self-improving, and I did everything. So now I'm gonna share you the project I did. So now I'm gonna show you everything what I did. Okay, so here's the project. Okay, so let me show you the project structure. So his main goal was to make everything isolated. No one will have any context about others' agents. That is why I like grab all the agents outside to OpenClaw's main folder. So I have integrated QMD search engine, also like Obsidian, and also like I've configured everything like in a structured way how he actually wanted. And let me show you the real working example, okay, so that you can get it easily. Okay, so I'm gonna head over to the Telegram. As you can see, here's all the agents. Okay, I'm gonna also go to the like web dashboard. You can see all the agents right here, and here he can go move from one session to another session, like from Telegram to dashboard. Here he can switch LLM models. Since I said he wanted me to set up multiple LLM models, that's why I set a lot of multiple LLM models right here, so you can see it. And let's move back to the Telegram. As you can see, Dinero, what he does, he searches for the best job every day, and every day in the morning or at a certain time, he sent me a like a job post. I got this job post. Here's the like every salary, etc. with the completed, with the complete job description, and he shows the best job that matches my requirements. I mean the client's requirements, and all the agents. It does a crown jobs every day, like others agent. I'm not gonna move to all the agents since there's a lot of important information that I don't want to share. Okay, so now let's do a quick test so that you can understand it is actually isolated memory system, so no one have access about anyone else, and it is working perfectly. So now I'm gonna run a quick test, so where you can see the isolation thing. I mean isolation memory system. Okay, so right now I'm gonna add an Obsidian folder, I mean file, to one of the agents like to Aryan. Okay, so I'm gonna add like who is Sami. Okay, I'm gonna add this question right here. So we are making a new folder or file on a like on the secondary brain so that he can check it right here whenever I ask him the question. So now we can answer like Sami is a Bangladeshi boy who is 20. Okay, so we can save this question right here, and now we're gonna ask this question to others agent. So I'm gonna ask Stackwell, who is Sami? Okay, since he doesn't have any context about Sami, so he shouldn't give me a response. He should say like I don't know who is Sami, and you have something like that. He's searching on his memory. Okay, so as you can see, he says like I don't have a reliable memory entry for Sami. So I mean, actually, he doesn't know anything about Sami. So let's ask to like maybe we asked Aryan to the we saved it to Aryan. Yep. So let's ask the question to Aryan. So as you can see, he's saying Sami is a Bangladeshi boy who is 20. Okay, I did the same like test before, before making the video so that I can do it properly. So I did the same test before, and he did the same work. So as you can see, when I asked others agent about Sami, they couldn't reply me who is Sami because they don't have the memory access. But when I asked Aryan and I saved the memory to Aryan, Aryan was able to tell me like Sammy is like 20-year-old boy. Okay, so you already understand that it is a like isolated multi-agent system. They are working properly, and that the QMD SARS is working perfectly, and the Obsidian, I mean the second brain is also working perfectly. Also, a lot of agents they are doing their work. I could show you these agents, but they have a lot of important information right there, so I couldn't show you that. So whatever, if you need like agents or multi-agent system or any kind of OpenClaw or Hermes agent, just send me a text or just schedule a meeting with me so that we can talk further about your project.